So did you know that sangria is the world's most popular wine-based cocktail? Now, while it's popular in the summertime, it can also be enjoyed year-round. And the best part about this is that it's easy and inexpensive to make. Here are a couple of her favorite recipes is lifestyle expert and blogger Shaunya Hartley. Nice to have you back here.
I'm happy to be back.
And I'm so happy you brought sangria with you because it's one of my favorites. And I'm even happier that you said we could drink it in the winter.
Totally, exactly. And you know, what we have here is just a lot of really great wines that you can use year out. You don't have to be specific in regards to whether you want to do a traditional red or something that's traditionally from Spain, since it's its original origins.
Sure.
You can just go for something that's great. And so what we're going to do today is something a little refreshing, and even we're going to do a non-alcoholic one.
That's great, options for everyone. And where did the word sangria come from?
The actual word origin is in regards to blood or bleeding. So I think that originally it came from like the red version of it, but it's also, I believe, sangria is my blood type. So it goes hand in hand.
Flows
right?
through you, is that what
Totally.
it is? All right, so let's talk about the different samples we have here.
Great, so what we're going to do over here is a just really great, cool, refreshing one. Yes, it is September, but if you've checked the temperatures outside,
it's like
still
August,
really
right?
warm, totally. So this is great and refreshing because we're going to be using some cucumber and some mint and just some great lime. And all we're just going to add it right in here.
Okay.
Let's just put the cucumbers. Now, usually what I've been doing is with the others is that I would let the fruit marinate overnight in, say, a rum or a brandy. But for this, because it's so lightweight, you don't want to do that. And just really where you're going to get that bounce of flavor from is actually from the Prosecco that we're using. And again, you don't have to use anything that's specific to the region. You can use sparkling wine, you can use Prosecco. Do you want to do the honors and open up the bottle?
Watch out.
Olay!
Exactly.
Ooh,
Oh, now
okay.
I've made a mess.
No worries, we'll wipe that up. But we're just going to place that in here, and then we'll mix it up lightly. And you just want the fizz to go down slightly.
That's going to create a great flavor, I feel
It's a great flavor. It's a lightweight flavor, and everyone loves that sparkling aspect. You know, if you don't have champagne, you just mix this around a little bit, let it sit lightly. This you actually do want to serve as soon as possible because of the bubble aspect.
Got it.
But again, it's just a really great flavor. Everyone loves it.
It's a great
that
carafe
mint
that it's
is crisp, and that cucumber is great. So we're going to move on. We're actually going to do a non-alcoholic one. So this is actually wine, but it's a non-alcoholic
I've never heard of
wine.
that.
It's really great. You know, it's always great for those that don't want to have anything with alcohol in it, but you don't want to give them a Shirley Temple or anything to that extent. So we just have some, this is all going to be citrus-based. So we just have some oranges and some lemons that are already in there. And then we're just going to kick it off with a little bit of a freshly squeezed lemon juice.
It's a great tool, by the way.
It is so amazing. You no longer have to use your hands. It's just all about having that upper body strength. So hopefully my workouts have actually been pretty good to it. So we'll just dab that in here. We're going to place some orange juice. And again, it's adding that depth of flavor, and that goes for all types of sangria. It doesn't make a difference if it's non-alcoholic, whether you're using a sparkling wine. We like to add those levels of flavor. This, we're also placing some ginger ale, and the ginger ale is just going to give it that fizz, similar to what we had with the sparkling and with the Prosecco. And then this is a red-based. It's a Cabernet. And again, it's not about what type of wine. There is no sort of rules. The only 3 rules for sangria is wine, fruit, and it has to be chilled. That's pretty much it. And all of these we place in the we place those in the exactly. I'm just going to mix this up.
Now, do you have a preference? Red, white? What do you like?
I don't have a preference. Again, as I said before, like it's just so much fun. It's such a great flavor. Really, what it is about what you're eating. And so, if you're having something light, you do want to go with something a little bit more refreshing. Depends upon the time of the year. You get a little bit more closer to home. It gets a little bit more colder. You do want to go for a red because it's nice and full-bodied. Summertime, it's a little bit more crisp.
Very nice. Okay.
So what we just did right here, we use a traditional Spanish wine, Rioja, and it's a white, and then this is a mixture of kiwis and apples. And it's that refreshingness, but now you have that tart because we use a green crispy, we use the kiwi and also that crispy green apple, which is really great for what you're having right there. And kiwis and apples are not just specific to summer. You know, they go on. They have a really long time in regards to the process of seeing it in your grocery store. So you can have this at any time of the year. It's not specific to that. Then we're going to go here.
Okay.
And we have this peach one that we've had with a sparkling wine. We mix it with a wine cooler. So again, it gives
a
that
little
depth of
spritzer
flavor.
here.
Right. And the peaches I actually marinated overnight in a little bit of a peach schnapps.
Okay.
So it has that great full body and more flavor. It has that fruitiness to it, but it's not like your heavier cocktails. This is something that you can have a lot of in moderation, but the flavors are so great, you just forget that you're actually having
Those
sangria.
are dangerous.
Yeah, it can creep up on you.
Somebody said drinking out of a mason jar.
It's so much
Isn't it
fun
great?
having a mason jar. I think it's the Southern girl in me.
Maybe that's it.
And this last one over here is a berry sangria, and we marinated the berries, those are raspberries and blackberries, overnight in a blackberry liqueur, and then we added a rosé to it. And this is the time of the year. We have like one more month that we can enjoy rosé, but it gives such great flavor, and it's one of the best flavoring wines that we have.
That's fantastic. And now, can I ask you, what if we use frozen fruit? Is that okay?
Frozen fruit is great. Canned fruit is
really?
great as well. It's what's in season and what you have. So if you have a craving for berries and say it's December and you're not going to be able to get your hands on it, go to your freezer department in the grocery store and go for it. And it's also great because it adds that chill effect to the food. And canned fruit gives it a nice little sweetness in that syrup that it's usually
I like
in.
that. Hey, where can we find your recipes and more about you?
You can head up to my blog, shopeatandsleep.com, and follow me on Twitter.
We'll do
you can
that.
find all about it.
Very good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing the sangria.
I'm so excited.
All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break.